everyone, this is Maureen Kamari of Amari Baking Center, and today I'll be doing a short tutorial on how to use Cookswell Jikos Charcoal Ovens. So we use these charcoal ovens in all our baking classes. We also use them in a lot of our recipe testing, and so I just wanted to run through how to actually light the charcoal oven and use it. Alright guys, so I'll be explaining to you how to actually light this charcoal oven. This is a Cookswell Charcoal Oven, as you can see. They have their, there's the label right there for the Cookswell Charcoal Oven. And they're different types of sizes, so I'll be showing you how to light using this small size of theirs, but then I'll show you a larger size in action. So the one thing I always tell you to have is a small high temperature thermometer. This is because it's the only way to know the actual internal temperature in the oven. So it's good to have these. There's small ones like these, they're like 400 shillings, and there's larger ones. So you can get those to use, and all you do is actually hang it in here like so, and then you can use it. All right, so when you're starting this charcoal oven, you actually want to put charcoal in a small liner. So maybe you can take a look at the liner. Okay. Alright guys, so if you want to light this charcoal oven, there's two ways of doing it. You can light a Jiko and then bring in the coals in here. But if you don't want to do all of that work, you can actually get what you call a fire starter or a fire lighter. This is like condensed sawdust and a little bit of paraffin put together. This usually lights for like 5 to 6 minutes before going off. And so what you're gonna do is actually use this to light the little charcoals that you have. So I can just place it there in the middle. Let me find a place to have it stay put. Then make sure you have like medium-sized pieces of charcoal, and what you're gonna do is put them around the little piece of fire lighter. And then you're gonna make sure that you don't put them too close so that it actually lights. So you might have to play around with them a little bit, like I'm doing. Remember, you have to leave space because for a fire to keep going, it needs some oxygen. So you can't completely cover this little fire. So I'll just put charcoal all around, and then slowly within 5 to 6 minutes, it should have at least caught the little pieces of charcoal. Okay, so that's how you do it. So you're gonna give this about 5 to 10 minutes to actually catch and start lighting. Now this whole time you're gonna have your door open, and you're just gonna leave your thermometer in there, and it'll light by itself. Alright, the other thing you want to do with charcoal ovens is that there's always this, Cookswell have this one slot where air comes in so that your fire can actually light. So when you're lighting your fire, you want to make sure this slot is open, okay? Now when you're done lighting the oven and you've closed the doors and you've gotten to the temperature you actually want your oven to be, that's when you're gonna close this. But for now, we're gonna keep this open until it gets to the temperature we actually want. That means it's constantly fueling the fire so it can keep lighting. Alright guys, so I want to show you an actual oven in action. So this is the largest professional Cookswell oven, and I just want to show you we actually have some baked goods baking in here. So we're doing a demonstration on baking cake, and there are some cakes, and here are some cupcakes that are actually already baked. So once you actually have your baked products in here and you have your thermometer in here, you're actually able to bake a cake just like a regular oven. So as you can see, there's a thermometer hanging there. Now the temperature's gone down because I've opened the oven, but generally you want it at the 180 degrees Celsius mark, and that's how I'm able to bake with this. And I just want to make a note, when you're using the large Cookswell charcoal oven, you can actually just put charcoal on only the two ends if you're not baking a lot of things, and it actually maintains the heat. If you're baking a lot of things, that's when I use all 3 Jiko liners to actually bake. So there's a Jiko in action, Cookswell oven in action, actually baking products. Alright guys, just to finish off, just some few tips when you're dealing with a Cookswell charcoal oven. One, I just want to say they're really original and they maintain heat for a long time, and that's why I like them. No heat escapes from the seams and it works very well. The second thing is that you really need an internal thermometer, a high temperature thermometer. Charcoal ovens don't have inbuilt thermometers, so if you're a baker and you want to get everything right, make sure you have that thermometer hanging in there so it works very well. The third thing is that make sure you have good charcoal. You don't want charcoal that's spitting or charcoal that's really smoking a lot. So make sure you either get a vendor who has really good charcoal, or you make sure if you're making your own charcoal, it's the really good kind that will not smoke and it will not spit up, because that will get on your products. Other than that, if that charcoal oven lights the right way, because you want it to light, and then when the smoke is over is when you close, then when it gets to temperature you close the slots. Once you have that working that way, your baked products come beautifully. They don't smell like anything, and the smell usually comes from really bad charcoal that's smoking. So if you have good charcoal and you've closed at the right time, you should be okay, because that charcoal will be, the oven will be working as it should. All right, make sure to clean it. We clean ours at least, we brush the racks at least once a week. We clean out the whole oven once a month, and then you make sure you grease those racks so that it doesn't become rusty. You can use used oil instead to just make sure that those racks don't actually rust. So if you want to get yourself a Cookswell charcoal oven, I will make sure to share the number below so you can actually give them a call. You can also check their website, cookswell.co.ke. They have like around 8 sizes. They also sell Jikos and barbecues, so you can check out their site and see which oven you'd like to buy. You can also call them ahead to see when they're open. Maybe you can decide to visit them and see their ovens, or just give them a call and they'll be able to deliver for you. They deliver anywhere in Kenya, in Africa. They actually deliver anywhere that you want your charcoal oven. So please do leave a comment. Do you use charcoal ovens, or do you want to get one? If you have any questions on them, make sure you leave a question below. Alright, thank you guys. I'll see you next time.